On this profile, I usually talk about what's going on in the community or a personal take. Today, I want to share with you some of my experiences as a personal take on what's going on and hope that you may take advice from me to share with your friends and understand my plight as I live in my community. I know there's a lot of people who have an opinion about things, and I've been very observant. I've seen opinions across the world come on my page, and some of them are very positive, and then there are those who are critical. However, as human beings, we got to understand that we are here for a purpose. And I'm grateful that I'm alive today to explain this. I am a victim of an accident. Back in May, I was driving from the University of Dayton. I was heading towards downtown Dayton. I was hit on the side of my vehicle by a young man who was driving a Honda Passport. This young man was driving erratically. He turned from one of the streets and then he flew right into my vehicle. He had hit my vehicle so hard I hit my head either on the dashboard or on the steering column. When I woke up, or came to, as what most people say, I had my hand over my eye and I was bleeding profoundly. I was thinking to myself, am I going to die? Am I going to die? Why am I holding my hand over my head? Am I going to be able to see again? You know, the guy was trying to do his best to help me, but I didn't want his help. I was kind of in a daze, and then I picked up my phone and I called my mom. I said, Mom, this guy hit me, man. This guy hit me. I'm going to be going to the hospital. This guy hit me so hard, and now I'm bleeding on my face. I don't know if I can see. I don't know if I can see. And just thankfully, the fire department was only about a quarter of a mile away. They came abruptly, and then they had to open up my door. They had to use one of those little pressure things and pop the door open. And then they take me out of the vehicle. They lay me on the gurney. Then they put this neck brace over my head, and then they had to cart me off into the ambulance. I never had an experience in the ambulance. This was one of the most bumpiest rides I have ever faced. And to tell you the truth, it was one of the experiences I never want to be a part of. Here I am talking to the EMT guy, and I'm thinking, am I going to die? Am I going to die? The guy says, nah, you're going to be all right. You're going to be all right. You just got banged up a little bit. And I said, oh, man, I just feel like dying, man. This idiot hit my car, man, and we just got it fixed. We just got it fixed. As we go to the nearest hospital, they take me out of the ambulance, and then they send me to the emergency room. That experience was horrible. I felt like I was in a world where I could not get up. I couldn't do nothing. And all they did was put this gauze over my face, and they were telling me to hold on to it, don't do nothing, don't do nothing. So as they called my folks to come to see me in the hospital, I was going through the x-ray machine. They were checking my face. They were checking everything from me having a concussion. I had a serious laceration over my eye. And of course, I was pretty much in a daze. They gave me a tetanus shot on my right arm. They gave me another shot because of well, I don't know what they gave me on that shot, but I'm thinking they gave me some Vicodin and they shot in my arm, but they gave me a tetanus shot also. So I was like, kind of like, I was in a daze. And as my folks were calling and my sister was calling, I was trying to tell them I'm not feeling well, I'm in the hospital, I can't speak to you, I can't do nothing. The Dayton police came, and then they got a report from me, and I explained to them as best as I could of what happened. The young man himself, he didn't have to go to the hospital, but he was pretty shaken up. I'm assuming that he was feeling guilty about what happened. Unfortunately, I never heard an apology from this kid. The thing with it is that while I was in the hospital, I was thinking to myself, I'm going to lose my job because I'm in the hospital. I don't know if I'm going to survive this, or am I going to have injury to my eye where I can't see again. As one of the doctors came in, he examined my face and he said it was a pretty nasty gash. It was a 5-centimeter gash over my eye. The scar is still here. Still, as I was thinking to myself, what are they going to do to me? What are they going to do to me? They told me that they're going to give me stitches. Those little surgeries, little things that go into your eye or into your arm to sew up a wound. What one of the doctors did was they injected a needle into my upper eye, and it swelled up, and then my eye was just puffed up. And then all of a sudden, he just put these things in my eye, and it snipped, sent me home. Now, for the next 3 days, my face looked like I was being in a boxing match, and someone punched me in the face. I had a black eye, had these stitches all over my face, and I felt like crap. After a few days, I went back to work, and I told some of my coworkers of what happened, and some of my regular people that come into my job, they felt sorry for me. But I felt sorry for myself. I felt like with this scar on my face, women wouldn't find me attractive. People would think that I'm a freak. People would think that just because I have this over my eye, they think I may have gotten beaten up. I had so much things going through my head, and I felt like the whole world was coming to an end. Yes, I went through a deep depression, but yet I'm trying to overcome this. Being a victim of an accident usually encourages people to do what's right. Today I want to share this as a message to those who are victims of an accident or who had gotten their own share of grievance. I know that young people are driving, whether they're 16, 18, 21, 25 or older. There's many people out there on the roads, and we must take evasive action when we come to these kind of situations. In Ohio, there's a state law requiring you to have insurance. I'm assuming that this young man didn't have insurance because the vehicle wasn't registered in his name. And now we're going through a legal fight, and it's kind of a shame. I just want to share this with you, and I know this may come back to haunt me in the long run, but this is just my opinion on an issue. I know I don't want to say that it's his fault for all the problems that I'm facing, but I know that every day I wake up, I keep feeling my face, and I keep feeling this scar over my face, and it makes me more angry, and it kind of makes me sad at the same time, because if it could have killed me, how would this kid take it? Would he take it the wrong way, that I would have felt that if it was me hitting him, would I feel bad? I just wanted to share that with you. As much as you know, I care about my community and I care about the people around me. But today, as a human being, I wanted to share this as an experience. Post your comments at the bottom.